why I supposed to be looking and smiling at the same time? I was thinking about how I started, how I thought I had so many dreams and so many visions, so many things to do in my life, and everything looks so easy. Everything looks so, so enticing. I was really ready to, go into the world and snatch what was mine. What was mine. But I realized that for several years now, it has just been the same thing. I mean, I've just been struggling from one process to another process, from one process to another process. At some point, I actually stopped to ask God. I said, God, wait, is this how it's supposed to be? I mean, am I supposed to be roaming around like this? I thought I was heading somewhere. I thought coming close to you meant a lot. I thought coming close to you would give me direction on how to achieve what I want or where I was going to, or to get to where I was going to, So it won't even answer me. It won't even answer me. And I realized that every single part of the process, every single part of the struggle, the challenges were just a sign that I needed maturity. Now, if I've just woken up one day and I felt I wanted to achieve my dreams and then just go for it, I wouldn't even know half of the things I know right now. So all the things that I went through, all the challenges, all the problems, all the difficulties, are a way of building me, a way of building my mind. I realized over the years that I've been able to learn so many things, gather so many experiences, and it dawned on me that, wow, no wonder it wouldn't have answered me yet. And sometimes you're asking that I gave my life to Christ. I thought after giving my life to Christ, the next thing is to start seeing all the benefits thereof. Now the question is, if you have a 2-year-old child and you love that child so much, and the child says, Daddy, give me a knife, or Mommy, give me a knife, will you give that child that knife, knowing the implication and knowing that the mindset of your 2-year-old child will not even understand how to use the knife, that knife is dangerous for his or her? Now you won't give him or her the knife because it is dangerous and it might cause a lot of damage to her. So that is how our God is. When He sees you are not matured enough to handle some situations, He sees you are not matured enough to handle the things you are asking Him for, He won't give it to you. So sometimes what He will do is to take you through the process. It will take you through difficulties and build you, test you, and be sure you are ready for the task. And when it's done and it's true, He knows when it is time to give you what you are asking Him for. So we should all be patient with God. If you are following God, follow God to the fullest. I used to tell people, I say, God's will rather, must be done in God's way. Sometimes we say we are doing God's will, but we are neglecting God's way. God's way is like saying, hey, go to Abuja by flight. And you will say, no, I am going by car. Or you say goes by car, you say, no, I have enough money to plot the flight, and then you go by flight. There is something He wants you to experience while you're going on that journey on a car. So God's will must be done in God's way. So God will give you His will, but He will always want to guide you in His own way so that you can achieve all that you need to achieve. I hope this has been able to talk to one or two persons, those who are feeling as if God is not listening to you, as if God is no longer there for you, as if your loving Father has just abandoned you. He did not abandon you. He said, when you pass through the waters, He will be there with you. The water will not consume you. He said, when you walk through the fire will not burn you, meaning that there's a need to walk through the fire sometimes, because the fire needs to do some burning in you. There's some things it needs to burn out of you, then build you for you to become that strong person that God wants you to be and ready for the tasks ahead of you. Thank you very much for listening to me. I remain Fumilayo Bakare, the voice of elevation. Thank you.